Hello, I'm sure you're aware that selfie sticks have become pretty much ubiquitous in this day and age, and some of them have evolved in fact to include rather elaborate mobile phone holders and even self-standing tripods, of which this is such a thing. This was bought from Poundland. It's branded as Smart Choice, although I believe these were previously sold under a Vidu own brand branding. In the UK it costs £4, and you can see here all the various other countries it's sold in. Reading the label on the side, reading the very small print down here somewhere, it says it was manufactured for a company called Pepco, which I may be wrong, but I think is a Polish retailer. So let's pop this open, see what I got for my £4. Now this does include a remote control, a Bluetooth remote control. This folds out. Here's my remote control, not the most elegant device in the world. And there is a little battery in here. Let me see if I can open that. The screwdriver's too big, never mind. So this is a CR2032. So if you need a CR2032 and a selfie stick, this could be quite a cheap way of buying one, because some of those button cells are quite expensive to buy on their own. Anyway, here's our selfie stick. It extends in a normal way. It's not the longest selfie stick I've ever seen, maybe more than 40 centimeters, 40-50 centimeters, somewhere around there. And then the little trick it does, of course, if I can figure out how it does it, this opens up. Now this is a bit fiddly. So it opens up and then you think, well, how does that work as a tripod? The temptation is to think this collar slides down, but no, in actual fact you have to twist this collar here to get the tripod to lock in place. Once you do, it's a little bit flimsy, so might need to be a little bit gentle with that. Nonetheless, it does work, and if you're only going to put a mobile phone on it, I'm sure that's perfectly adequate. Obviously, to collapse it up, you twist it again, that folds neatly away, and this collar secures it in place, he said. There we go. The phone holder, you can't tighten this joint up, so if that works loose, and I'm sure if you snap these caps off you'd find there's a screw under there. It's going to be a bit of a DIY operation if you ever needed to tighten that up. This twists lots of preset positions. That could be very handy if you ever set this up on a tilt. It could be very handy to be able to level that off. So I quite like that. Let's pop a phone in there. Oh, don't have the most confidence in this holder. But I have to say, it's working. Now there is one thing I've just noticed. If I want to use it that way, I'm going to have to put this right up at the end. In fact, I could even brace it against the top of the tripod. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or not, but it's worth bearing in mind that if you want to use the full rotation, you need to mount your phone towards the bottom third or quarter of the phone. But I think for £4, you know, you could put that in your pocket, or, well, maybe not your pocket, but a day bag. Walk around with that. It is very small, it is very light, that's the great thing about it, and it is very cheap. And if you put that on a tabletop, it does mean you could do a little vox pop or talk to camera on your own quite easily, or just leave it there to film something. I did previously open this Ulanzi SK3, which is a much bigger, much heavier selfie stick tripod. This stands to sort of 1.60 m, which is more or less eye level. This stands more or less to kneecap level. So if you put this on the floor, you're not going to get a very flattering view of the world. But on a tabletop, I can see it being quite handy. That's the difference between paying £4 for one of these things and paying 23 or £4 for one of these things. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful or interesting. Thank you for watching. Do have a good day.